Today on the channel, we're going to check out the Mattel Creations exclusive WWE Elite Collection, the Headbangers. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich, and today we are looking at the Mattel Creations exclusive WWE Elite Collection Headbangers, Mosh and Thrasher. Before we get into this, today's sponsor is Never Not Horror Podcast. Check it out. Myself and Steve L. Clark, the great author of so many horror novels, we deep dive into one particular movie per episode. I really enjoy recording with Steve. It's amazing. Check it out, Never Not Horror Podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and others. So check it out, Never Not Horror Podcast. All right, back to the Headbangers. Here we go. We'll check out the packaging here. Now, this is a Mattel Creations exclusive. I got this on Memorial Day sale, so it was... I think it was about 30% off, so I got it pretty cheap. I think it was I want to say $30 or $25 or something like that. So not a bad deal, but you get your WWE logo there, Elite Collection logo there, Mosh and Thrasher down here in Mattel. Now it's really weird that they don't have Headbangers on the cover at all, just Mosh and Thrasher, which is okay because up there is the Headbangers there on the top. On this side, you get a picture of Mosh and Thrasher there, Elite Collection WWE logo there. Over here, we have the Elite Collection logo, and that is it on there. And on the back, here we go, Headbangers, Elite Collection WWE logo. We get Thrasher and Mosh there, a good picture there of them. And it says here, the Attitude Era produced some of the most unforgettable tag teams in WWE history, and one of the most memorable was Mosh and Thrasher, the Headbangers. The two bald-headed, skirt-wearing metalheads were known for hanging and banging, both inside and outside the ring, leading to a World Tag Team Championship reign. Now, it says in there, one of the most memorable was Mosh and Thrasher. That's kind of stretching the truth a little bit there because I don't really remember too much about them. I couldn't even remember who they beat, and I had to go look that up, and it was that fatal, or I call it fatal four-way, that four-way title match. And they did pin Owen Hart. That's how they got it. And Stone Cold did come down and interfered and helped them win them titles. But, yeah. So let's check it out. Let's see. How am I going to open this? This is kind of a little bit of newer box that I'm used to. So I guess I'll take it from this Elite side right here. I can't remember seeing this style box, but here we got it. Not saying it was never made, but I don't remember seeing it. Get in here and twist that so we don't break them ears off. There we go. Reach in here. Pull it out. There they are. And let's see. The backdrop is awesome. I love this. Look at that. Why don't we get that more often? That is really cool. Bend that out, and you got a great backdrop there. I think I'll use that for some of the still shots that I use. Pretty awesome. I like it. Very good. Probably the best I've ever seen from Mattel. So we'll set that down there. And here is the Headbangers in their plastic coffin. All right, I am going to go through accessories first, and we have a left and right hand for each one, and that's it other than all the accessories that come on them, which is a lot. So left and right, Dukes here for Mosh, and left and right Dukes here for Thrasher, and they're probably the same, I'm sure. They look even the same skin tone, everything the same. So that's it for the hands. Now we will have to cut them out because everything's tied in, including the belts. All right, I believe I've got everything tied out. There was a ton of ties there. Lots of ties. All right, we'll go ahead and we're going to go through Mosh first. Now, I'm probably not going to go through articulation on both of these guys because unless there's something that stands out to me, I'm just going to go with one guy. So we're going to pull out Mosh first here. Here he comes, and Mosh has been resurrected. There he is. It looks really good, actually. We have his belt here. Now, this is the belts that were made in the late 90s, I believe, right around the Attitude Era. And they were pretty good belts. I think, was they the best? Maybe. Now, they do have the jelly plugs that I hate so much. It's just hard to get these things buckled. Now, buckling it like this is easy, but when you get that around the figure's waist and then you try to buckle that, it gets pretty hard. Date code on this, let's see, we have a, I want to say it says 2012 on there, so we're talking we're talking 12 years in the making here. A long time ago. So I do think that these belts need updated, but it is what it is. There we go. We got Tag Team Championship belts. All right, we are going to look at Mosh right here real quick. Now, his other accessories are going to be this shirt. The shirt is pretty cool. It actually looks really good. Now, they're getting better and better on these shirts. It is... Let's see, is it sewed together? No, it is not. So we have two separate pieces, just like real life. So that's cool. And it blends really well in that. Now, it is Velcro, which I'm not a big fan of Velcro. They were a lot tighter than this. I think without having Velcro, you can make that a lot tighter. But it's not bad. It looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and get... Now, they did wrestle with their shirts and their kilts on, or skirts, whatever we want to call them. So I'm not going to take Thrasher's off, but I'll take Mosh's off so we can go through articulation. So here is that shirt, the Velcro there. Looks pretty good. I like it. I like that design on there. The graphics look great. It don't get a lot better than that as far as getting your graphics transferred over to a little bitty tiny shirt like that. Easily to see what's going on that shirt. Very good. It does say the Headbangers, and it's got Mosh and Thrasher on it. So we'll set that right there. Next, we got this pretty cool looking necklace. Now, did they leave their jewelry on when they wrestled? I can't remember, but it is a pretty nice looking necklace here. It's all silver, just one piece. So you do have to pop that head off to get it off. There's no clasp on it. So we'll take that off for now. We'll pop his head back on. Very good. Now, he does have earrings. Of course, those aren't going to come out. And now, then we got the skirt here, or the kilts. I'm not sure. I think it is I think you would call it a skirt, not a kilt. They're not Irish. But here we go. Maybe they are Irish. I don't know. Maybe I misspoke. I'm not sure. But here is the kilt. Looks pretty good. I mean, this is what they wrestled in, so more power to you, bub, if you're going to wrestle in that. They absolutely did leave those on to wrestle, and they made it through a match. That's impressive. But there you go. That is it. That's the accessories on him, and it looks like Thrasher is going to be about the same. I see the necklace. He does have elbow pads. Let's go ahead, and we'll go through Mosh's articulation. I'm going to set Thrasher right there for a minute. All right, head a little down, hardly any up. He's just got a forward gaze, kind of slightly downward gaze. Little bit of left and right. Does go all the way around like we saw. It is removable, and I've got these ties bothering me all over the place. We'll get rid of them. Shoulders all the way around. Yes, single hinge there on that shoulder, and it does get a pretty decent flex there. Not all the way back, but it is your elite style shoulder there. And then we have the upper arm cut, which will go all the way around. He's got double jointed pinless elbows. Look at that stretch there. Looks really good. We got wrists that go down and back up all the way around. Of course, we have the fists to go with him, so the gripping hand that comes on the figure is removable. We have the Elite Style Ab Crunch. Pretty good. Waist that goes all the way around. He has, let's see, is there ball joints on there? Yes, that is a ball joint in there. And looky there. Definitely a great splits there for Mosh. He has an upper eye cut. There we go. Did you hear that? It kind of snapped and paint must have been seized up on it. There, both of them do go move. He has double jointed, pinless knees. Yeah, pinless knees, double jointed, pinless knees. It feels like it may get loose over time, but there you go. Double joint pinless knees. We got an upper boot cut there. And then we have what is this? Old ankle articulation. It will flex down and it looks awful. It comes back up and looks awful. There's a little bit of side to side and it looks awful. So these bad boots. Could we get another Mosh and Thrasher that have updated ankles? Maybe. I would love to see updated heads. Why do we not have that hinge up there on that? Why are we still using this style ball joint there? It needs that hinge to come all the way back and up so bad. I complain about that all the time. All right, let's take a look at it. And that is it for articulation. Standard elite style articulation. Nothing stands out. Great head sculpt. Great head sculpt. He's got the mouth out. He's got the black face paint. He's got earrings. He's bald-headed. It's kind of a smile at the same time. I can do that. Looks really good. He's got these really small shoulders. I hate that. That is teeny tiny. I mean, that looks like my 12-year-old daughter's shoulders there on a guy that's supposed to be kind of rough and tumble. A grown man. It does not look like grown man's shoulders to me. He's got the tattoo on his right arm, and it is a spider web. He's got the boxing trunks on underneath the kilt, blue knee pads. He's got a tattoo here. It looks like a skull, I think, on his shin, and nothing else. No other tattoos on him. He's got black boots, kind of burgundy socks. You can see that is painted on. Doesn't look great. Painted on wrist tape doesn't look great. But other than that, I like it. I'm surprised I like it for somebody I don't really remember a whole lot. I do remember him, don't get me wrong. And I do remember cheering for him. But, man, tag team then just was not that great, in my opinion. The 90s and early 2000s, everybody was making solo runs then. Everybody wanted out of the tag team scene for some reason. Everybody wanted to be pushed out as WWE champion. Hart Foundation was breaking up, and the Bret Hitman Hart, he went on his singles run, and just not a lot of good stuff then. I love tag team wrestling. I love it a lot, and these guys were fun, and they almost could have brought it back, I think, if they would have gave them a longer run and could have made them more memorable, like the box says. But, yeah, that is Mosh right there. Pretty good. Definitely like him better with all his stuff on. Obviously, that's how he wrestled. That's how he looked in interviews. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it back on. So we want to make sure we get the skirt on first because they did not tuck in the T-shirt. So there's the skirt. And again, Velcro for some reason. I don't think in this day and age we need Velcro anymore. I know it makes it easier for a child to put on and off, but I think it would be cheaper just to use pullover shirts because you're not having to produce that Velcro. Yeah, definitely 100 times better with the outfits on. Let's see, put this upside down belt around his waist. Now this is where I'm talking about. This is where it gets a little hard, and that one went on pretty good. So there we go, Mosh set him right there. Now we're going to get into Thrasher. I've already cut him out, so we're going to grab Thrasher by the toe. We're not going to go through articulation on him. Thrasher has been resurrected. Here he is. I like the way he's holding the belt right here out of the box. So very nice. Can we get him in that pose again? Oh, I see. He's got a rubber band around his wrist holding that to the belt. Let's get rid of this coffin before I forget about it. More ties out here. So let's see. Let's take this rubber band off. Again, I do like that. Maybe I'll keep these rubber bands. It kind of helps them hold it, and it's pretty hard to see these rubber bands. I doubt if I will keep them, but I'm saying it now, but I'm not going to keep them. So there we go. The same exact belt, same 2012 date code on there. All right, here we go. I'm going to go through real quick, make sure the articulation is exactly the same. I'm not going to take his clothes off. Got the elite style, single butterfly, elite style, ab crunch, waist going to go around the same. Yeah, everything looks the same, and I think they may have used this. Did they use the same exact mold? I think they did. It looks like it. Same boots. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say these guys, at least the legs are. The only thing I think is different is the head sculpt. Size-wise, yeah, even though Thrasher was a little bit taller than Mosh, but these guys, our figures are the same height. Same exact thing, different head sculpt, I do believe, unless I'm mistaken somehow. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Face sculpt on him looks good. I do like it. Is pretty cool. You can see the nose ring coming down into his ear rings, kind of loop down into his earrings. The other side too. He's got the same necklace on, same exact shirt. He's got a skirt that is different. It's plaid, yellow and blue, so it kind of reminds me of Michigan. Yeah, I hate Michigan. Big Ohio State fan, as you can see right here. So, looks good. I think I like Mosh a lot better, but it does look like Thrasher. It does. Head's got the same crappy movement. Now, the only big difference is going to be his wrist tape is longer, and look at the job they did on the paint. Not good at all. Man, I want some texture on these this wrist tape, and he does have elbow pads. Thrasher come off the top rope and drop that big nasty leg drop after Mosh power slams him. But pretty good. I like Mosh a lot better. Head sculpt looks great. Both of them's head sculpt looks great, and they're the exact same figure though. So I would have liked to see them a little different, do a different body or a different legs or something, just to give him the little bit of height difference. I would say he was probably 2 or 3 inches taller than Mosh, but oh well. I mean, they are toys. What do you expect? They are toys. Same crappy shoulders on him. But yeah, pretty good. I like it. I do like it. I'm glad I've got it. I really am. It was kind of special, I won't go say special moment, but a little bit of a lost moment for me in the WWE. It really was, as far as tag team goes. Now, there was a lot of attitude, and I think they was just trying to bring attitude into the tag team matches, because it was pretty much just single guys being teamed, like Stone Cold and Dude Love, but there was some, you still had LOD. Obviously, they was in the match where they won their title match, but I like guys to be a tag team for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. I really do. The Usos. I like the Usos, believe it or not, as much as I bash Jay and Jim. What's his name? I don't even know the other Usos. They were so good at tag team. Not a big fan of them in singles competition, even though one of them's got the belt, Jey Uso, I think. But to me, they just don't have it as singles. You push them out there, and it's pretty bad, if you ask me. But I'm not really tuning in right now because he's got the belt. And then they have John Cena. I don't get that whole thing either. Let's get some young people in there. And what is Jey Uso, 45 or something, and John Cena's 50 or something? But, yeah, so let's get back to the Headbangers here. Headbangers, Mosh, Thrasher, not bad. So that's going to be it. Mattel Creations exclusive, Mosh, Thrasher, Headbangers, Never Not Horror podcast. Till next time, oh yeah.